Welcome back to the channel, fish lovers. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic and beloved pets in the aquarium hobby, the goldfish. Now, you might think goldfish are simple, low maintenance pets that can just live in a bowl. But the truth is, goldfish are far fascinating and require more care than most people realize. In this video, we'll go step by step through everything you need to know about keeping goldfish happy, healthy and thriving. From choosing the right tank setup, to feeding, water care, tank mates, and even avoiding common mistakes that beginners often make. So whether you're thinking about bringing home your very first goldfish, or you already have one swimming in your tank, this guide will give you the knowledge you need to become a goldfish expert. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be fully equipped to raise your goldfish the right way. Let's start with a myth that has misled millions of new hobbyists around the world: the idea that goldfish can happily live in tiny bowls. Here's the truth: goldfish are not tiny, fragile fish. They are strong, messy, and can grow much larger than most people expect. Some varieties can reach up to 12 to 14 inches in length and live for decades. Yes, decades. The average lifespan of a properly cared for goldfish is 10 to 20 years, and the record for the oldest goldfish ever kept was over 40 years old. So keeping a goldfish in a small bowl is like trying to raise a puppy in a shoebox. It's simply not fair and definitely not healthy. This is the very first lesson every beginner needs to learn. If you want your goldfish to thrive, you need to give them the right environment. Before we even talk about tanks, let's talk about the different types of goldfish you can choose. There are two main categories. 1. Single-tailed goldfish, like the common goldfish, comet, and shubukin. These are the faster, more active swimmers, and they can grow very large. They need big tanks or even ponds. 2. Fancy goldfish like orandas, ranchos, and the cute bubble eye or celestial eye varieties. These are slower, rounder, and often colorful, but they are also more delicate and need calmer environment. For beginners, I usually recommend starting with fancier types like orandas or fantail, since they are beautiful, forgiving, and more suitable for indoor aquariums. But no matter which type you choose, the key is to research the specific variety so you know its needs and growth potential. Remember, that tiny fish you see in the pet store is just a baby. Now let's talk about one of the most important parts of goldfish care, the tank. The golden rule of goldfish keeping is, bigger is always better. For a single fancy goldfish, you want at least a 20 to 30 gallon tank. If you plan to keep multiple, add an extra 10 to 20 gallons per fish. For single-tailed varieties like commons or comets, you're looking at 55 gallons minimum, or even better, an outdoor pond. Why so big? Golden fish produce a lot of waste. If the tank is too small, toxins like ammonia builds up quickly, leading to sickness and even death. Now, let's break down the essential equipment you need. A strong filter. Goldfish are messy, so a high quality filter is non-negotiable. Substrate. Smooth gravel or sand works best, but avoid sharp decorations that can damage delicate fins. Plants and decor. Goldfish love to explore, so give them hiding spots, but choose hardy plants like anubis or java ferns, since goldfish love to nibble. Air pump. Oxygenation is crucial. Goldfish are oxygen-hungry fish. Lightning. Not too strong, just enough to mimic day and night cycle. Finally, make sure your tank has a secure lid. Goldfish can jump, and you don't want any surprise incidents. Alright, you have got the tank. Now let's fill it with the right water. Goldfish thrive in cooler water, so you don't usually need a heater unless your home gets really cold. The ideal range is 65 to 75 degrees. The pH should be slightly alkaline, between 7.0 to 8.4. And here's the big one. Before adding any goldfish, always circle your tank. This means establishing beneficial bacteria that breaks down waste. Skipping this step is one of the biggest mistakes beginners make, and is often why fish die within weeks. So invest in good water test kits, monitor ammonia, nitrates and nitrate levels, and do regular water changes around 25 to 30% weekly. Think of it like this: clean water equals healthy fish, dirty water equals stressed fish. Now let's talk about one of the most fun part of goldfish keeping: feeding. Goldfish are omnivores, which means they need a varied diet. Many beginners make mistakes of feeding only flakes, but that's not enough. Here's what a balanced diet looks like: high quality pellets or flakes made specifically for goldfish. Vegetables: blanched peas with the skin removed, spinach, cucumber and zucchini are very excellent. Protein treats: bloodworms, bream shrimps or daphnia, but only as an occasional snack. The golden rule: feed small amounts 2 to 3 times a day, and only what your fish can eat in about 2 minutes. Overfeeding leads to excess waste, which pollutes the water and harms your goldfish. And here's a tip: peas are a secret weapon against constipation and swim bladder issues, which are very common in fancy goldfish. Can goldfish live with other fish? The answer is yes, but choose carefully. Fancy goldfish do best with other fancy goldfish because they swim at the same pace. Mixing them with fast single-tailed goldfish usually means the fancier ones will get bullied out of food. Other good companions include weather loaches or certain types of snails, but avoid aggressive or fin-snipping species like barbs or bettas. Remember, goldfish are in tropical fish, so don't mix them with fish that needs warm water. Even with the best care, beginners sometimes run into problems. Let's cover the most common ones. Overcrowding: too many fish in a small tank will lead to stress and diseases. 2. Poor filtration: without a strong filter, toxin builds up very quickly. 3. Swim bladder disorder, often caused by overfeeding or poor diet. Solution: feed less and give peas as a remedy. 4. Itch, that's white spot disease. A common parasite, looks like white grain of salt on your fish. Treat with medications and raise the temperature slightly. 5. Fin rot, usually caused by dirty water or injury. Improve water quality and treat with antibacterial remedies. The best prevention: consistent water changes, proper feeding, and keeping stress level very low. Here's the fun part most people don't realize: goldfish actually have personalities. They can recognize their owners, learn to beg for food, and even be trained to do simple tricks like swimming through hoops. The more time you spend observing them, the more you see their unique quirks. Goldfish aren't just decorations, they are living, intelligent pets. Treat them with care and they'll reward you with years of beauty and companionship. So there you have it, the ultimate beginner guide to goldfish care. To recap quickly: skip the bowl, go for a spacious filtered tank, pick the right variety of goldfish for your setup, keep the water clean and stable, feed a balanced diet and don't overdo it. Watch out for common problems and act quickly if they arise. If you follow these steps, your goldfish won't just survive, they will thrive, growing bigger, brighter and more active than you ever imagined. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more aquarium care tips, and drop a comment below telling me about your goldfish setup. I would love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy fish keeping, and remember, a healthy tank is a happy tank. Thank you so much for watching this episode. See you on our next episode.